from the Marshalltown YMCA YWCA. I work in Member Services office. I just wanted to say hi to everybody and hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to invite all of our members back to the Y. We are open and ready to go. Phase 2, we do have childcare. Most of everything we have is open, just very limited things aren't open yet. I want to invite all of our non-members back to the Y if they have stopped their membership. If you've been home and just ready to get back on your exercise routine, we are here for you. The Y is not only just your friends, and we are also your family. So stop by and see me anytime. Thank you.
My name is Pat Thompson. I'm public health nurse from Marshall County, and I'm glad to be here again today to talk to you about COVID, but we have another topic today. It's the heat, you know, the hot, warm, wet, hot, humid weather that we're going through now. And who can believe we'd be doing this heat at this time of year when we should be having a little bit more pleasant days. But I want to remind people that actually heat is something that's really not good for our bodies to be in constantly. And it's recommended that if you can't get out of the heat because of no air conditioning in your home, which can happen, either a failure or you don't have it, that you try to go someplace where there's air conditioning for a couple hours a day so that you can get some relief for your body. And I know in these times, where do you go? You know, where is air conditioning at that's a public place where you can go sit or just browse around? And that's hard to do, I know, but that's something that you need to consider if you don't have a means of getting out of the heat. Another thing with the heat is remembering that, you know, we're Iowans in Marshall County, and we work. And just because we have work to do doesn't mean that we need to do it in the heat. I know that mowing, the grass keeps growing, I realize that, but mowing needs to be done earlier in the day or late in the day when the temperatures have gone down a little bit to help take good care of yourself. And also, the grass will be there the next day. If we have a particularly hot and humid day that you plan to mow or do your yard work, I would suggest that you wait until it cools down a little bit and we have a little bit better weather for that. So try to work not during the heat of the day. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Please wear a hat. And I didn't used to believe that. I thought, well, that'll keep you hot. But it really is proven to not. It helps keep the heat off of you also, and that's what you need to do. Wear loose, light-fitting clothing that I say. Wear good, comfortable shoes when you're outside to help protect your feet. Wear gloves when you're working outside, and remember not to take those big hikes in the middle of the day. I've just been reminded that, you know, we also need to make sure that we drink lots of water, we hydrate ourselves, keep the alcohol down. It's, you know, I've said that before because of the circumstances we're in. It's easy to actually over imbibe. It's one drink, however it's measured. Beer is a certain, I think it's 12 ounces and is equal to certain ounces of wine and that type of thing. So we need to, you can Google that and see what a normal serving is. 1 serving of alcohol per day for women and 2 for men. And we're just way better off if we take care of ourselves that way. Also, eat smaller meals. Light meals help. Don't overeat, and like we've discussed, that's easy, what we're going through now, and it becomes a habit rather than what we even want sometimes. And so we have to realize that and understand that about ourselves, and make sure that we're exercising when it's cooler. Like I said, I'm just going to go through these list again. Get plenty of liquids, not plenty of alcohol, and eat a well-balanced diet, and try to pick lighter foods. And this is that time of year when we can do that. You know, in wintertime we do comfort foods. In the summer, it's more like enjoying the things that you don't do as much in the winter, at least for me. Also, consider your pets. They need relief from the heat also, and they need shade, shelter, and plenty of water and food, and they do need to exercise too. If you're keeping your pet outside in some kind of on a leash or in a kennel type thing, they need exercise and companionship, and that's what they're made for, just as much as we do. So try to keep those things in mind. I want to make sure to mention that this hot weather, if you're in too much heat, as in an enclosed vehicle of any type, even with windows cracked or even down, it's dangerous. Okay, so don't leave your kids, any pets in your vehicle, because it's not good. Okay, they do die. So I know that's pretty rough to say, but we have that responsibility to take good care of our children and pets too. And what we may think maybe a 1 minute walk in, grab something, even into the post office. We shouldn't be even going in the post office and dropping off mail. We need to make sure that we're not giving the dog the rides they really want, okay, because it's not good for them. So they just can't go. You know, that's just how it is. At my house, you know, I take them in good weather, and that's when it's 70, it's too hot actually in the car. So think what it's like now. It's a bad news and bad deal, and you don't want that. So make sure you leave your kiddos and pets at home or take them with you, and not leave them in a locked, hot car, even unlocked. I appreciate that. Thanks. We'll be thanking our postal workers, because I know they're out all day long. I know I keep bringing them up, but I know how hard they work. And our people who deliver our newspapers, and we could go on and thanking people. But we also have to appreciate that they're out in those kinds of conditions too. One thing I do at my house is I close all the blinds and everything on each side of the house as the sun comes in, to keep that out. Even if you don't have air conditioning, you know, that's the thing you can do, is try to maybe use a dehumidifier in your house and close blinds to keep the heat out from the sun that's coming in the windows. And sunscreen too. We can't forget sunscreen. As I've gotten a little bit older, I wish I'd used it when I was a kid, but you know, we just didn't do that. And I'm not even sure sunscreen was available or used widely back in the day. So, but we have it now, and it's proven that it helps protect you from skin cancer, and that is something that you don't want. Okay. And on that note, then, if you're someone who needs to go to, have your skin checked for, for any kind of lesions of any sort, don't hesitate to do that, because that can save lives. Going to a dermatologist or your healthcare provider and doing a skin check is very, very important. Even your scalp, who knew? But sun does penetrate throughout us all. Wear your sunglasses also. So now we'll go back to our usual topic here, and it's the COVID-19 and the coronavirus, or like I've been saying, the C word is still here. It is not gone. Wouldn't we love it if it was? But it's not. And even myself, I'm finding that I'm a little bit more relaxed, because guess what? It's being shown to us on our commercials and radio and TV, and people getting out, and opportunities are there when they were taken away from us in many ways. Okay, we understand that, but it was necessary for that to happen. But now we need to still continue to be wary of the coronavirus. Okay, it's not done. Right now, I think of it as it's simmering undercurrent of coronavirus. It's still there, still waiting to flare up. Okay, from a smoldering flame or boiling water, boil up, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Can I say we have it under control? Well, I think that we're doing pretty good by numbers, but those are kind of false in the beginning, because it just depends on how many people get tested that we really know numbers. Otherwise, we don't know numbers. So this is when, if you feel sick, please stay home. That still counts for this. If you have any respiratory symptoms at all, please stay home and call your healthcare provider. Okay, please do that. The next thing you need to do is, if you leave your home, and I'm saying stay home, I really am, but if you need to leave your home for essential services, the grocery store, that type of thing, to get supplies and things that we need, then please social distance, because it's been proven to be effective, and to wear a facial covering, a mask, whatever it may be, because that's what we need to do. And no one wants to go out to a restaurant more than I do. to a winery, to any opportunity to socialize, because not only did we get through a winter, but now we've gotten through winter with COVID-19 and we're ready to go. But this is a time, just hang in there. As my grandma would say, hold your horses, really, just hang in there. Still do what you need to do to take good care of yourself. So I want to say, things come to my mind and don't forget to wash your hands, because the coronavirus is not spread through your skin. It is not absorbed through your skin. It's from our skin to mucous membranes like our eyes, nose, and mouth. That's how we get it, whether it's breathing. So that's why we want you to be 6 feet apart, because our respirations, breathing in, my exhalation, if I have it, is a way to contract COVID-19. And so that's why I wear a mask. And that's why I ask you to wear a mask, and then keep our social distancing, because it's important. Someday you'll get to hug people again. It will happen. Someday we'll be gathering and doing our congregating like we like to do, because we're human beings and we go for that. Even if you're someone who enjoys being by themselves, there's still a need to also see people and to participate in activities together, even if it's from a distance. And that still can be done from a distance, okay? And then again, it comes back to taking good care of yourself, getting the exercise, or increase your activity. And this is a hot time of year to do that, I realize, but that's why you choose the cooler mornings and into the evening type of things. Because I see people on my bike trail, that's what I call it, on the bike trail next to my house a lot, and they're doing a great job of social distancing, and I see them earlier in the day and later in the day, because that's when it's a little bit cooler, and they're getting their exercise and taking good care of themselves. Test Iowa is still going on, so you can get you can get a test for the COVID-19, and it's going out at the college. It's going to be going on for 2 weeks, so this is the first week, and it should be going on through next week. And you cannot get in. You will be turned away. You will be redirected if you come out here without going online and doing your little survey that you need to do and have some kind of a number. And I've not actually done it myself, but they actually sent me a reminder to go ahead and retest again. So, if you go in, and they'll send you about a reminder about once a week or so saying, hey, retest again and see what you get, see if you qualify or not. But anyway, you cannot get in that line, or you won't be tested if you don't have the information off the computer. I know that. So our National Guard has done a great job of directing traffic through here and testing and taking good care of us. And believe me, you can't get in the back door because they stop you. I tried. So always follow the little path around the college so you can get in line, and keep your windows up until they ask you to put them down, and respect the directions that they give you. And that brings up another thing. Be sure to respect the restrictions. Every place has a need. They feel a need to keep themselves safe, the workers safe, and you safe, and so they have restrictions, and sometimes they don't make sense to us necessarily, but they're always for a good purpose. Okay, they're always for a good purpose. They're made so that you and I are safe, and the employees. So if they ask you to sign a paper, or not sign a paper necessarily, but read this information and come in this store here, please do as people ask, because it's only because they want to keep you safe, and including themselves, and that's totally understandable. We get that. So respect restrictions. Think about where you're going to go when you go out. Like I say, you can do some lawn chair supervision of the neighborhood, and walk down the block and do some supervision that way, because don't we? We do that, don't we? And take good care of yourself and your pets and the community that we live in that works so hard to take good. They work so hard. I can't say that enough, to take good care of us. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.